Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Mikey Garcia. Is he ducking Errol Spence Jr.? What do y'all guys think about this? Well, the reason why I wanted to talk about this issue, this subject, whatever, is Mikey Garcia ducking Errol Spence Jr. And my opinion is, a duck is. He's not in the same weight division as Errol Spence Jr. So first of all, and he really don't have to fight Errol Spence Jr. if he don't want to. He's not the WBC sanctioned body is not forcing Mikey Garcia to fight him. You know what I'm saying? So he don't have to. They're not forcing him to fight Errol Spence Jr. I'm talking about. So it's not a duck. You know what I'm saying? I think if he was forced, yes, it'd be, and he still don't want to fight him. Yeah, I consider that a duck. You know what I'm saying? Is he avoiding him right now? Of course. You know what I'm saying? Because he's fighting Richard Coleman because he didn't. First of all, they didn't have no opponent at all. I don't think. When Mike Garcia finished beating, winning the match between Robert Easton Jr., he didn't. I don't think he had an opponent to fight. And then when he finished Easter Jr., he wanted to fight Errol Spence Jr. So I think Errol Spence accepted the challenge. So at the time it wasn't, nobody had no opponent, and Errol Spence Jr. had no opponent right now as we talk. So yeah, they could have made that fight easily. I'm thinking. Because they both is under the Errol Heyman PBC I think branch umbrella. So they could have definitely, they don't got no promoters, so they could have made that fight, I'm thinking, easily. So it's a reason why it didn't happen, because it could have been all kind of reasons. I don't know. I'm not in Mikey Garcia's camp, and I'm thinking that his dad and his brother had some influence on why maybe they want him to fight Errol Spence Jr. right now. And they could. I think he needed to fight one more fight, or maybe two more fights, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? To get his feet wet in the welterweight division. I'm talking about a welterweight. You know what I'm saying? So, but Richard Cormier is not a. I don't think he's a. He's not a welterweight. I think he's a light welterweight. I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken, or lightweight, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking he's a. I think he's one of those two in the weight division. So at the same time, now I remember he was avoiding I would say Robert Easton Jr. at a point in time. He's avoiding him for a year or 2 years because he was taller than him. He had a longer reach than him. He thought that was gonna be his very tough challenge, which it was not a tough challenge for him. I'm thinking it was challenging at the time. I would say in the beginning of the rounds, he was trying to figure him out, but he beat him. He had great punching power. Mikey Garcia beat Easton. He knocked him down. So it wasn't. I'm not in the ring, so it probably was. He didn't want to take the blow. So at the same time, I don't think it was that hard that he thought it was. That he thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? So he did avoid Robert Easton, and I did bet against Mikey Garcia. I thought Robert Easton was going to win that fight because of that reason, not because Robert Easton was a better fighter than Mikey Garcia, because he was avoiding him for a year or 2 years. I remember that. So yeah. So, but is he ducking Errol Spence? No. I think he's avoiding him right now, and then, matter of fact, those some of the challenges that I was talking about. They was talking about him ducking Errol Spence Jr. Okay, then let me tell you this: what about he fight Richard Cormier, and then he fight Errol Spence Jr. next year? So all that ducking and stuff like that is gonna be definitely out the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, cause another thing. I won't get mad at nobody who said he's ducking or ducking him. I wouldn't get mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I just think that Mikey Garcia he got some plans, and he might fight Errol Spence. And another thing, I think some people's kind of upset a little bit. Maybe who's not Mikey Garcia fans, whatever, or maybe Matter of fact, I think the people who probably might be upset with Mikey Garcia because of, you know, saying who's not his fans, is mad at him because he's been keeping Errol Spence Jr. Name in his mouth all the time, and then you get close and then pull out. Then I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he did keep his name in his mouth. Talking about he want to fight him. He talking about he can beat him. This is going to be an easy fight and stuff like that. So I wonder, was he serious or not? We'll definitely see in the 3 more fights or whatever. Hopefully he'll fight him when he retire. I'm thinking, but he might not. And if he don't fight him at all, then of course he avoided him. You know, I'm not gonna still consider. I'm not gonna say it's a duck because he's not in his weight division. You know what I'm saying? So and I think if he don't fight Errol Spence, I think he did that because of, this is the reason if he don't fight Errol Spence. The reason why he was calling him out. I'm thinking his dad and his father, his dad and his brother had something to do with that, I'm thinking. But then on the second thing, I would say he wanted to keep his name relevant in the spotlight. You know, he is in boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's just another tactic to keep your name relevant or keep it in the spotlight. And you know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, why would he need to do that? Because he beat Adrian Broner. He beat who's the other dude? The European guy, Selansky, and he beat Robert Easter Jr. So his name is, he's a top pound for pound. Robert Easter Jr. Not Robert Easter. Mikey Garcia. So why did he have to keep Errol Spence's name in his mouth like that and be in the spotlight? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe he did, but we don't know. People got their own opinions. I got my opinions. And what do y'all guys think about that? You know, do you think he's ducking Errol Spence? Do you think he used Errol Spence's name to keep himself relevant in the boxing game, whatever? Because his name is already irrelevant already. But what do y'all think about it? So leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Like my page. Hit the bell icon for new notifications, new videos from me. This is JG from Above and Below the Belt. Alright, bye.